Oh, gotcha. Dude, there's an episode of Amazing World of Gumball where he's like, Darwin says, have you ever noticed how you always facing like at a 3/4 degree angle? He's like, what? And then he looks forward. And it's so like, oh, it's nasty.
Is that the Peppa Pig thing? Because she's always facing one side, but she always has two eyes. Dude, there's this thing you could download on Chrome that you can like customize your cursor.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the themes is memes, and you can get the
Pega
that
Pig.
is that is curse. The Peppa Pig as your cursor. And I showed I got this on my work computer, man.
Oh, nice.
And then I told my mom and my boss, and they're like, "We need to get this." And my mom was like, "I want my a mouse to be a Mickey hand."
It needs to be a Mickey hand. That's
And
the
then she
most.
saw,
That's the most 40-year-old mom thing.
My
ever.
mom loves Disney.
Also, hello,
Hi.
welcome. This is a thing.
Yeah, we started talking.
So we did this once before. That turned out we messed up the audio big time.
Yeah, it was all in wah-wah.
It was all wah-wah affecting, so it all sounded like... It was living hell.
Yeah.
And so, we're re-recording now.
Hopefully it'll be better
Yeah.
this time, though.
So, the first thing I did when I came in, obviously, was gamble a lot on this little slot machine we have.
And I ate so much food, man. You were talking about it earlier.
Oh,
I
yeah,
ate so much food.
So, I brought over a pot of mac and cheese for the band.
3 boxes of mac
Three
and
boxes.
cheese was in that pot.
And so, she just grabs the whole pot, got it in her lap, sitting here, all calm, and just using the ladle as a spoon and just straight
I ate so
consuming
much
this mac and cheese.
And I'd also had lunch earlier. That was like my early dinner, pretty much. I had a late lunch with a small plate of mac and cheese. Then I had an early dinner of just ladlefuls of mac and cheese.
Ladles of mac and cheese.
And then I went and had actual dinner.
We should make a song, Ladles of Mac and Cheese.
I love it.
We Ran Out of CD Space by Psycho Stick.
Yeah. Dude, Psycho Stick is awesome.
Psycho Stick is an experience.
It really is.
So,
Dimensional Time Portal.
Dimensional Time Portal.
That's a good one.
So, what should we talk about? Should we talk about...
Should you introduce me?
Oh yeah, this is Allison Johnson. This is the drummer for
Follow Me There.
Follow Me There.
I guess
That's the band name we're going with for now.
Yeah.
Subject to change, maybe. We might keep it. Who knows? I guess we will in the future, but not right now.
Hey, and who's talking to me?
I don't know. Who am I?
That's
Who
up
am
to
I,
you to
Allison?
decide. I don't know, David.
Allison, who
Oh,
am
yeah,
I?
David. I don't know who you are, David.
I'm the bassist, but Allison's reaction is normal because I'm the bassist for a band. No one knows who we are.
No one really cares about
There's a secret
people who
underground
aren't guitarists
society.
or singers.
There's a secret underground society of just bassists. We all know who each other are. Is that English? We all know who...
No, wait, we could, we all know who each other is. Because each is a singular thing.
Okay. Very important.
Yes.
Need to be grammarful.
Dude, I know everything about grammar. If I've been taught it, I know it.
So earlier, we asked a friend in the original to give us a equation between for the correlation between mac and cheese and happiness, and Allison's checking her phone right now to see if he's given us that equation
He
yet.
said he's working on it.
He's working on it. We'll get that eventually.
He's probably gonna go way in depth for this, and I really
Oh,
like
totally.
Because
I love him. He's
he
the best.
he might find correlation graphs of the rise and fall of mac and cheese and the rise and fall of happiness and figure out some
rise
sort
and
of
fall of
constant.
mac and cheese. You know those the rise and fall of the Roman Empire, and the books are like a pillar degrading. It's like that, but like it's like an elbow noodle slowly being eaten.
I like it.
So, last time, since we're on the subject of food, we were talking about opening a restaurant, and if so, what style. Now, you said your restaurant would be like a hodgepodge of different cultures.
I mean, I love Italian stuff, but like I'm like 0 part Italian, and people really love authenticity.
That's very
and
true.
I don't think I would want to open a restaurant. I'd love to cook in one, but owning one seems like way too much for me.
Hey, how about I open the restaurant? You can help cook for me.
Sounds perfect. Sounds like
Hey.
a shake on it.
So, yeah. Handshake complete. No. Aside from that, I think if I were to open a restaurant, I'd make it like American, like 60s diner. I'd love to open it like that. Are those like in fashion? Are those kind of like out of style right now though?
It doesn't matter.
Have you ever been to the Varsity? It's over in Georgia.
Are you kind of talking about like, I know what I'm trying to say, like the Highway 55 place?
Yeah, like that kind of style.
I think the issue was they served mediocre food and the service wasn't the
best.
best.
Yeah, considering Highway 51's owner went to jail.
Yeah, he committed like...
He died in jail, right?
I don't know.
I think he died in jail.
But like the person who opened that one definitely was like committing tax fraud or... No, insurance fraud.
Insurance fraud,
yeah. Because he tried to burn down his own restaurant because it was about to fail and collect the insurance on it. But then, like, stuff came out about how he caused the fire and that he was not going to be getting any money after that.
At least he didn't write a book about how he would do it if he had done it.
Dude. OJ sticks hard with, I didn't do it. Which...
He's back on Twitter, you know.
Yeah.
His Twitter account.
I don't get into Twitter that much.
Yeah, no.
But if I were on Twitter, I would definitely follow him.
You might want... can you rephrase that? So that doesn't sound like you're supporting O.J. Simpson.
He's a character, and I'm interested in what he's doing.
Yeah, he's definitely a character. Did you see he posted a video, and he said, "I'm back on Twitter. I have some getting even to do." It's like, that's the worst possible thing you could have said.
That's so bad.
I can't believe
even if you didn't do it.
Oh, he completely did, though.
No, even if, which he still is pleading innocence. Even after everything.
He is?
I believe so.
Oh my god.
I don't think, because it's still considered, like, a big controversy, because he's still pleading innocence.
So dumb!
Which is probably, like, the only reason some people believe that he's innocent is the fact that he stood by it. But I think if you're going on that long, you can't just give in now. You gotta go big.
Yeah.
Like, since he is pleading this, even if he is innocent, he still went to jail for it.
Yeah, and...
That's so bad.
There's no way he didn't do it at this point.
Yeah. There's so much evidence for him. But somehow, he didn't go to jail for that. He still went to jail for just trying to steal something.
Yeah.
Which is so weird. And then in jail, he wrote a book about a crime he didn't go to jail for.
It was If I Had Done It. It's about how...
He pretty much
It's about how he
himself.
didn't murder his wife. But ex-wife. But if he had done it, this is how he would do it. Let's stop talking about O.J. Simpson.
Oh, we could do like a whole
How do we
hour on him.
We could easily. But I don't know if it's that friendly.
I don't know, man.
Let's talk about your favorite dish, you said, to make with sauces.
Yeah, I love making sauces.
Now, would you consider condiments a form of sauce?
Like ketchup?
Like ketchup.
I don't like making ketchup.
Well, yeah, no. Because personally, I like sauces. Sauces are great. I don't like condiments on anything. I don't like them on, well, mayo on burgers are pretty decent. Do you want to hear them? Okay, first, I'm sorry, Ella. I love you. You're wonderful. But chicken and peanut butter do not go together. I don't care if it's a thing in Thai food. They don't go together. Right? Am I wrong?
With peanut butter?
Chicken and peanut butter.
I think the thing in Thai food is that they mix it with peanut sauce and not a peanut butter.
Ah, okay.
Chicken and peanut butter I would not do. But, like, the Thais, just all Asians.
You might want to rephrase that.
Stop. All Asian nationalities, those countries, they, generally speaking, I love all types of Asian food. How about that?
Not to be racist.
Not to be racist. Oh, that's so bad.
Oh, that's terrible.
All Asian.
all Asians.
Oh no.
Okay, let's move on from that.
I haven't had bad food from an Asian. That's all I'm
Okay,
saying.
Allison. You're just digging a bigger
I know
grave
it's
for
racist,
yourself.
but it's a compliment.
Allison!
Doesn't
Stop.
help that I'm white.
Stop.
That was me. I touched the wall.
What race made... Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about race.
Food is good. Let's get back on food.
Yeah. Mac and cheese is good.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it, add garlic powder to mac and cheese. I promise you it's the most best thing you've ever triedest.
Also, put mac and cheese and baked beans on a hamburger.
At the same time?
Yes.
Interesting. I don't think
It's actually really
do the
good.
textures mix well?
They work fine with me.
My voice just ended right there.
I'm like about to burp, but I can't. Like
I did
would.
not need to know that.
I'm
That
just
is-
saying, like, half of me is like, I'm dying. And the other half is like, just burp, you'll be okay. It's like, but I can't.
But I can't. Oh, those ones that are like stuck? It's the
It's
worst.
stuck like
Are you
here,
still
man.
sweating from the
Yeah.
heated ravioli?
It wasn't like it was spicy. I just put it in the microwave for too long.
I had a reheated quesadilla from La Fiesta for dinner. Delicious. Their chicken quesadilla.
Dude,
Chef's kiss.
shredded chicken quesadillas with, it's quesadilla. It's gonna have queso on it.
Yeah.
Kind of part of the name. But then pico de gallo.
Oh, that's why it's called quesadillas, because it has queso? Goodbye.
Yeah, they're called
Allison, you're in charge.
They're
now.
called quesadillas because they're dias with queso. A cheese quesadilla is a regular quesadilla.
Oh, wait. Do we want to explain the name?
Oh, yeah, that might
Podcast
be.
Conversations in Jenkins country?
Yeah.
Okay, so our vocal studio.
Which is where we're at currently.
Yeah, we're inside of our vocal studio. And, an old man, air quotes,
Yeah.
an old man, air quotes, lives in here.
Yeah.
And his name is Georgery Jenkins.
Georgery, not Gregory. Georgery.
Georgery, very important.
Mhm.
And he will harass you in here, especially if you have the lights off and the doors closed and you're the only one in here.
Oh, yeah, he loves to.
Luckily, we have lights on, 2 people in here, and
Well, the door is
the
shut.
door is shut.
It doesn't matter. We got
Yeah,
most of them.
he'll still hide in
He
his
really
corner.
doesn't like being talked about that much. So
Yeah,
this probably will be the only time we really mention him.
so yeah,
But
pay close attention.
yeah, if you're in Jenkins country, just try not to mention him.
No! Get back! Yeah, that's right, Skinner back! Anyways, yeah, he's a special guy.
We
We've-
really like him.
We
We
yeah,
could have kicked him out, but we haven't yet.
yeah.
Yet. Remember
Yeah.
that, Jenkins.
Remember that! No! Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes a cage. He likes to bite through cages. Anyways, beyond the name, so a band, or our band rather,
Yeah.
not just a band,
Not just any band.
not just any
Our
band,
band.
our band. Therefore, it's better, he said with enormous amounts of sarcasm.
Oh, really? Continue.
Yo, nice. Allison, don't break their ears. Allison? Okay, Allison. So,
Our
right now we're
band.
talking about switching our band name from the Inconsiderates over to Follow Me There.
Mhm.
We've just moved on from the reasons and the feelings we had when we created our first band name and our reasons why. And so we want to come up with a new name. Follow Me There. It's Allison's name. She came up with it.
Yes, it is my biological name. It's on my birth
Yeah,
certificate.
her actual name is just to follow me, and her last name is There.
Yeah, but we had to change that because so many people were confused.
Yeah. But now we're turning it into our band name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're wondering how Allison's name is actually just kind of like part of a sentence, This is the only time we'll mention this because she's actually a time traveler. She came from a version of the future. She's also a multiverse traveler.
You know, I'm supposed to be the time traveler, but even I don't believe that. There's no way I live long enough to time travel.
Shh.
Just trying to throw you off the set.
I don't know if you could hear that or not. Anyways, yeah, she's a time traveler and she came from a future where everyone's names are words, and so you can better describe them as a person because you already know who they are because you can time travel into the future and see who they are as a person. Anyways.
They called me Follow Me There because, well, it's always interesting to see what I'm doing. It might not be cool or hip.
It's
but
interesting.
It's something.
It's something, that's for sure. Anyways.
Yes.
So yeah, we're changing our band name. Now, our first cover, it was kind of like a punky rendition of a thing.
It's also just trying to get, like, used to recording.
Yeah.
Because we're doing this on our own for now because we're not signed. If you want to come sign us.
Please, we beg you. Not that we're desperate or anything, but please, I'd do anything.
Not that we're desperate, but we're desperate.
Not that we're desperate, but we're desperate. We are incredibly desperate.
It's like, we all know that one person who, like, the minute someone breaks up with them, they're like, I'm so depressed, I don't have a girlfriend. It's like, wait, aren't you depressed that you don't have her anymore? It's like, I don't have a girlfriend. It's like, desperate.
Desperate.
Dating people that he's broken up with 3 or 4 times. Desperate.
Desperate.
Sorry, just had to complain because I know that person.
Oh. Yikes. Anyways. Yeah. So, yeah, so that was our first one. Our second one, that was a thing. It was also kind of testing out our new mixer.
Yes.
Because we got a really cool mixer. On the cheap.
It was close to
we got it used.
because it was used.
Was it a little under or a little over half off?
I think it was a little under, but it was still really good.
It was really good. And it's really nice, and it's got lots of effects on it. That's why my voice sounds kind of weird, if you can even hear it.
Which is why we had issues earlier, is because we forgot to take the effects off.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yeah. But oh well.
So, cool. What do you think we should do next with the band? Like, what do you want to cover next? Any idea?
I don't know. Because everything we've done is kind of like its own different thing. Like,
that's very true.
Each thing, like, really is so weird. Not like it sounds bad or weird. It's just, like, we covered As Tears Go By, but in a punk feel. It was sped up to, like, what, 160 something?
I think it was like 180.
It could have been 180. Oh yeah, it was like 184.
Yeah.
It was really fast, and it was just hype. It's hype on a Rolling Stones song, but
yeah.
But then the
Paint It Black Punk Edition. That would be cool, actually.
Yeah, except it's in a weird tuning. I think it's tuned to like 432 hertz or something weird instead of 440.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
David, why? Okay, well, and then, like, then we covered E-Pro by Beck.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the most popular song, and it's not like it's gonna get us out there because we did a great cover. It was just us really just trying to find our sound in a way.
Yeah.
Because we saw the music video for it, which if you haven't seen the music video for
it's completely wild.
You need to see it.
It's awesome. I love it, but it's wild.
It's beautiful.
And I had a sort of an epiphany the other night. I was listening to a song. Technically, it doesn't have a name, but on the internet it's named Untitled. So if you look, I was really confused because I wanted to look it up because I wanted to send it to you. It's Untitled. It's track 10 from In the Airplane Over the Sea by Neutral Milk Hotel. Okay. I know, it's not that popular of band.
Yeah, never heard of anything you're talking about.
Well,
right
yeah.
But I can.
But it's a really weird song. I can't name 90% of the instruments in it. And I was like, well, if this guy can do this and get it released, then I want to do this. I want to do like weird stuff. I want to create what I want to create.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I was really confused because I looked on like the little booklet it comes with to see like what the track name was, and it just has the number and nothing. I was like, well, how do I look at this?
That reminds me of a few things. One of them is the rice purity test at the question 69. It just has a question mark.
The rice purity test?
Moving on. And then there's this album by Abnormality. It was their 2007 demo. Their first song was just a question mark. No, their first one was just like underscore or something. And like you can't get it on iTunes or any of those platforms, but it's an actual song. You can see it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, are there even lyrics to it? There aren't.
There's a version of... So there's a song named Skin and Bones by the Foo Fighters, and the problem I have with it is you can only really find the live version on Apple Music and everything. But there is a studio version out there. It's on 5 covers in a song, or 5 songs in a cover. But it's impossible to find. You can't, it's not on anything. I don't know, I'm doing the OK sign and I'm not sure why.
Because that's not 5 at all.
I wasn't trying to say
5 songs in a cover together is 6. There you go.
Nice. Cool.
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 Okay.
Cool! What did you say about me? 3. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, don't. What's your favorite band right now?
It really does change day to day and like hour to hour.
Yeah.
But I always swap between, or not always, but the most recently I've been swapping between 3 Days Grace, Bring Me the Horizon, and Asking Alexandria. They're all really good.
Bring Me the Horizon, that's the one with the circle one and like the hexagons?
Yeah.
That's a good
Eternal.
album. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a great album. It's a shame some of their really good stuff is on the deluxe.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not a big fan of doing deluxe albums.
We can just not do them. I'm cool with that.
I could understand deluxe albums if you're gonna like give commentary on stuff.
Yeah.
But to give actual songs seems kind of weird to me.
That's true, because then you have to pay extra for more songs, and it's like...
No, I'm good. Or you could just...
One problem I have...
Separated.
It's terrible. So Muse, love them, love their stuff, obviously. But their albums, there are at least 2 albums I can think of off the top of my head. They have bonus tracks on them. One is Black Holes and Revelations, has Glorious on it. And in my opinion, that's easily one of the best songs on the album, alright? But it's considered a bonus track. Here's the thing. You can't get the bonus track on the CD, vinyl, anything. It's only digital. But it's like my favorite song on the album. And it makes me hurt. It hurts my heart.
I feel that.
Because I love it so much and I want it so bad, but I can't have it. It might be, I think it's a B-side on one of their singles, but it would be so difficult to get a single from like 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And like with deluxe albums, sometimes like the art's usually the same, but then they change around like color schemes or something. Like I'm thinking of Bullet for My Valentine albums.
Yeah.
Like the Poison, the regular album is usually black with red, but then the deluxe is like black with green. If I can, I always buy the deluxe albums because
Yeah.
like it's gonna have more stuff on it. But if you're like getting CDs or stuff, you're gonna get the regular one because that's how CDs are sold. And like
there are some deluxe editions for CDs, but they just cost like
Yeah.
more, and that's just I'm completely fine with not doing deluxe editions.
But then like I go to like think about the album, or
Yeah.
I'll like look it up online for like just inspiration or whatever, and I see the different color, and then I have to think, oh yeah, I have the deluxe version. That's
Yeah,
why it's
which
different.
color is the album The Stage by Avenged Sevenfold? Is the one where it looks like more of a cream, is that the deluxe edition, or is the deluxe edition the black one?
The lighter tone one is the one that's deluxe edition.
Okay. I like how the darker one looks, honestly.
Yeah.
I like it better.
I think they both look cool, but I think all they did was just invert colors.
Oh, that is exactly what they did.
Yeah, they definitely did that for Waking the Fallen and Self-Titled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. It still looks cool, though. It's just... I mean, that's pretty much what they did on...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to change it up and keep it the same.
Yeah.
I really don't like the deluxe feel.
That's fair. And you're not a fan of VIP either. Like VIP tickets and stuff?
I like when you can afford them.
Yeah.
But, like, I recently went to a concert where the pit tickets and the nosebleed tickets were the same price.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
The problem with that, I feel, is
Like-
scalpers are going to be crazy because they can charge so much more for it. And what scalpers will do, they'll go to a website, they'll like buy up all the tickets of a certain thing, and then they'll just sell it at like 1,000 times the original price.
Yeah. That's why you have to find a good one. Like, I think Ticketmaster is the best one to use.
All right.
Because they're like... What am I going for? They're just the most trustworthy.
Yeah.
Like, you can use other ones,
Mm-hmm.
but Ticketmaster is usually the best one to go for.
Interesting. So probably we'll have tickets for tours and stuff on Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
Uh.
People will still buy up tickets.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way to stop it.
Yeah.
But, like, the only issue that I would have with nosebleed and pit being the same price is people in wheelchairs or on crutches. Because while they're welcome in the pit, they might not be comfortable in the pit.
Yeah. True.
Like, I've seen plenty of people, like, crowd surf with their wheelchairs. And it's,
Oh, that is a thing that happens.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
It's super epic, and it's so awesome.
It's an epic gamer moment, you might say.
It's a pro gamer move.
I'm about to do what you might call a pro gamer move.
But, like, maybe they just have an injury and want to sit down for the concert.
That's true.
But, like, we can't just sell different parts we can't sell it all for the same price because there's still some in that's just, you want to pay more for better seats and you want to pay less for worse seats.
Yeah.
But, like, baseball stadiums, they have seats that maybe aren't the closest, but they're easy access and you get a good view.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But
it'd really be more on the arena.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something we'll figure out.
But I really hate
eventually.
when people upcharge for the pit tickets.
Yeah.
You're making me pay a lot to stand in a cramped space.
Yeah.
To stand in a cramped space.
And Iron City is really interesting to me.
Oh, I love Iron City.
Because, I mean, it's pretty much all pit.
Yeah. You could pay
And
extra to get a table to use, but you're still welcome in the pit. Anyone can go to the pit.
It's great. I love it. We should go there eventually. Maybe once we get a bit bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, why the podcast? Probably, you're thinking.
Because we like talking.
We like talking. It's fun. It helps us express, like, why we're doing things.
You know.
If anyone cares.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll take a laugh. A funny little goof. Funny ha-ha moment. What are you doing?
Do you ever nut bees?
No, Allison.
And be like,
cool. All right, thank you for doing that, because now I know where to cut. Where there's a huge spike.
or where there's big silence because we're just staring at each other.
Yeah.
As I move slightly closer. Cool. Okay, let's.
Anyways,
Yeah, let's
back to
move.
the podcast at hand. Podcast? Is this an interview or a podcast?
I don't know.
Kind of
Is it-
both?
Because you wanted it to be kind of like you were interviewing me, but now we're just talking.
I mean, that's all. It's just like a casual interview.
Okay.
I feel interviews should be more like this. More just like chatting instead of like,
What is your opinion on this, and this?
what is your opinion on this? Oh, you said you don't like mac and cheese, so you don't like Italian people?
I'm pretty sure mac and cheese is American.
Shh. I'm making a point. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, hug. I'm sorry. Do you want want head pats?
I would like head pats.
Pat, 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 pat.
Thank you.
Alright, cool.
If you're ever trying to tame a wild Allison, just give her head pats.
Head pats.
And by a wild Allison, I mean me. Don't try that on any other Allison you know. That might not go over well.
So, something we both have issues with, something that probably reflects in our music, or will reflect in our music and what we've written a bit. We're both not the most, how'd you describe it?
I don't know, because you're the one talking.
That's true.
But if you're going to say something about, like, our word choice, then that was the best sentence you could ever use. We're not the best, you see, like, good at words.
Well, we're not the most verbose or good at English people.
Like,
but
my English teachers say I'm good at writing, but I still have a very small use of words that I ever use.
We both, so, cut right here, future me. Something we both struggle with is, like, trying to keep sane and, like, not fall into a massive gaping pit of depression. And I feel like that's something that's becoming more and more an issue, especially with, like, wages staying the same and, like, the cost of everything going up.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to college, you just can't afford a house anymore for, like, 5-10 years. It's insane. College costs so much now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything costs so much. Minimum wage is not, like, it's not rising. Just general wages aren't going up along with everything else.
Yeah.
We are going to die.
Yeah. I try not to, like, think about that, because every time I do, my brain just, like, it either is on ultra go mode, where I'm just spiraling, or it's just like, nope, you're not gonna work anymore.
And it stresses everyone out.
Yeah.
That's why, like, teens are super
depressed
and
edgy
stuff now.
I'm edgy. I got my hair flipped over. I flip my hair from the other way just so I can do that.
Yeah. So, it's...
I think it's something that all artists do, though, since if you're writing about emotions, you're gonna get caught in the emotions when you write. And that's one of the things my therapist has said, is that, like, it's okay to express your emotions. The thing is, you just can't let them control you in a time when you don't need it to control you.
That is good. That's good.
I still don't know how to, like, control them myself.
Yeah.
But I do have a few things I can use that aren't self-destructive anymore.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah. I like memes. If anything, they will distract me for 15 minutes and get me into a somewhat better place. So...
I'm gonna admit something that might be a little controversial here. I like memes.
Yeah. But, like, older people will see video games and memes as just internet. It's not good, but you feel connected to people that way.
Yeah.
So it's okay. And if that doesn't work, there's always talking to people.
Yeah, talking to people helps a ton. If not, get a dog or, like, a cat, but not one of those jerk cats. Get just, like, a nice pet to help you along. They're
I'll be
the
your
best.
pet. You can just have
Allison,
me over.
no.
Not in a weird way.
How is that how is it possible to have someone as a pet and not a weird...
I'll come over and cuddle with you. How about that?
That works. Yeah. Just don't...
Okay, I'm ready.
What was I trying to say?
If you are in need of help,
If you're in need of help,
find help.
Contact people.
Yeah.
We'll put, like, a website and a phone number.
And a text line.
And a text line. We'll put a bunch of stuff
and,
for
like,
help.
probably just websites to, like, just can help.
Yeah.
I've talked to plenty of them.
And now, this is not your first option. It should not be. It should never be. But, if
Drugs.
you really need some...
No!
Allison!
I'm sorry.
If you really need help, you can email us.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're willing to help. We
and
care.
we love getting emails.
We care
I
about
love
you.
getting emails. How about that?
I love refrigerators.
I love emails.
I love emails.
I feel important when I get emails, man. It can
Help
be
Allison
like,
feel important and get help for yourself.
like, I can get an email that is sent by a bot. I could get a spam email. And I will still just be...
I'm cool!
People want to, like, take money from me.
People want to scam me? Wow!
You know it's a scam when they're like, hey, and then they have the first part of your email. It's like, even if it's your name.
Yeah.
They don't know you.
Those, like, random Instagram bots that don't have any followers or anything, and their username is just like random letters and numbers, or it's like has tons of dots in it. Those are the worst.
And like, I'm not on Tumblr anymore, but like on Tumblr, you would get tons of bots.
Oh yeah.
But like their names would just be normal.
Yeah.
Like Anna3258.
Yeah, there's a lot of that on Instagram.
Those are so likely to be bots.
But here's the thing, on Instagram, it's not normal for someone's username to be like Anna3528. But that's like all the bots' names are like that. It's like, come on, man, at least try.
Like, if you are an Anna, you're probably going to have Anna.J if your last name starts with a J. And then with some numbers that mean something to you.
Yeah.
But you're never just Anna.
325.
I'm sure there's someone that is Anna. Because that's just kind of cool to be just the word.
Yeah.
But, like, bots will definitely have letters and numbers. So, yeah, the more you know.
Cool.
I once tried to tell a bot that I was going to use their adult site as a gift for my 5-year-old son.
Oh.
And then they stopped talking to me.
You got a bot to stop talking to you. That's impressive. So, aside from bots,
there are also mean people on the internet, and they are not nice.
Fun fact, mean people aren't nice.
Yeah.
So, once we go touring, I'm not saying if, because I am dedicated to this band.
Yeah, we're going to go touring. It's not like it's going to happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen.
Eventually,
like, we're probably going to be out of high school before we get touring.
Yeah. What's the one place you want to visit most on tour?
Like, world tour?
Yeah.
There's two things. One, I want to go to Helsinki just because of the name. It's not like it's a hot spot for people to go perform.
Helsinki.
But I really want to go to Helsinki. But then another is just, I want to go to just an epic music festival.
That would be fun.
I don't care where it is. But I'd love to go to a music festival and be involved in that.
That would be really cool.
Like how Warped Tour.
Yeah.
I don't think
Rest
they do
in
many
peace.
Warped Tours. Yeah.
It just ended.
Yeah. It's a
Like,
shame.
Yeah, this was, or a couple of years ago was the last year they did it.
Yeah.
Yearly, that is. They had the 25th anniversary thing. Our friend over at GEMS.
Oh yeah.
GEMS.
Galactic Electronic Magnetic Sounds. I should probably not.
No, it's like Galactic Engineers of Magnetic Sounds.
I knew it was magnetic sounds, but I couldn't figure out the GEMS.
They performed at a music festival, at an indie music festival here in Birmingham recently. And man, performing at a festival, that's awesome. Getting to be part of like a group of music artists that are performing. Music artists. I'm like 50 now. Music artists.
Oh, cool. Our followers and following count is the exact same on Instagram.
Hey, nice. You can change that. Go follow us at the.inconsiderates.
Galactic Engineers of Magnetic Sounds.
Hey, I was right.
Good job.
I'm smart.
But they're following more people than they have followers, so.
Go follow them too.
Yeah, go follow them.
They're really neat.
Make them feel loved. Because they are.
Because they deserve it.
They're epic.
They're epic gamers.
We were talking about them performing at the Indie Festival.
Yeah,
That was it?
That was mainly it, yeah.
Okay. I was going on my phone, so I didn't know.
Allison, stop looking at your phone during the podcast.
I don't have it right now.
Who do you think... Who would you... English.
Yeah.
What would be the coolest person to have on, like, a podcast style thing? Like, what would be, like, the...
Do they have to be alive currently?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay.
Who would it be who's dead? The Rev?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have been epic.
That would have been epic.
Dude, I kind of want to get my old history teacher here. He was, like, the only person outside of family who came to our shows so far.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. I liked him.
We just invited him like the day of, and he's like, hey, me and one other of your students, we have a gig tonight. And he's like, you guys are in a band together? Because we didn't even sit by each other or talk to each other much.
Yeah.
Because I was super shy. But then he came to the show, and it was super epic.
Yeah. It was an epic gamer moment.
It was an epic gamer
I am
moment.
overusing that joke completely.
Because it's epic.
It's epic!
Like, it just... I invited, like, all of my teachers.
Yeah.
And he was the only one who showed up. I told some of my teachers weeks out, and he was the only one who showed up. I invited him the day of, and he still made time for it.
I mean, that's just really cool. You couldn't ask for a better teacher.
That was so great. And he was a good teacher. And then he was just a good person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Coach Bush, I don't want to call him Mr. Bush. President Bush.
President Bush.
Coach Bush, if for some reason you're listening to this, I really appreciate that.
I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you.
Since we're talking about schools, so I have some friends that go to Vestavia Hills. And the city of Vestavia Hills, do you want to know their mantra right now? A life above.
Oh, that sounds...
That's the most
elitist.
Vestavia Hills thing I've ever heard.
I don't know. That sounds a lot like Mountain Brook, if you ask me.
It does. It also sounds like Mountain Brook.
Mountain Brook definitely is like the... I'm better than you, and we all
It's
know
like
it.
the Eagleton to Pawnee.
It's just
Do you know what I mean? Eagleton is the, like, Pawnee's...
I can figure it out. I mean,
Yeah.
I know
I
what we're
guess
talking
so.
about. It's just... They definitely are like the elitist of this little area.
Oh, completely.
Like, what's going on? Why do they feel better?
Because
Vestavia,
they're
not
further up on the hill.
That's all it is for Vestavia?
That's how it was founded, really. It was rich people running from the poor people. Like,
Dude.
oh, there are peasants here. Let's get out of here. Whoa.
Don't go back there. Jenkins lives there.
Ah. Whoa. Wait a second. Now I'm like them. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, we're staying away from Jenkins because he's touchy.
That's true.
Not because he's a hobo. And he's not a hobo. He lives here.
He lives. He's not a hobo. He lives.
Like, this is kind of off topic, but, like, Vestavia Hills cops will get you for going a few miles over the speed limit.
Really? I've never gotten pulled over
Just
before.
don't speed in Vestavia Hills.
Yeah.
Like, most cops are understanding, like, 5 miles over and a 45.
I thought there was a 5-mile grace. Like, you can go 5 miles over.
They don't care.
Fun
If you
stuff.
are at 5 miles, they will definitely. If they see you, it's like, I gotta get some, fella. It's that one.
Would you like a Dr. Pepper water conch?
I'll take a water.
Water? I'll be right back. Keep them entertained. I'll
So,
keep the door
yeah.
open to keep away Mr. Jenkins.
Yeah, thank you. So when you're speeding, you just need to make sure you're careful with it. People who cut in between cars and cut off people and, like, almost cause wrecks, those people are not nice. They're like bots on the internet. No one likes them. I don't think they even like themselves, to be honest. But when speeding, can you just be careful with it? Don't jerk your wheel around because you're likely to cause a wreck. If there is a wreck up ahead and there's traffic that you're stuck in, don't go onto the median or onto the side of the road to go around it, because people in emergency vehicles need to go that way so they can get to the help, and you're blocking it by trying to go around all the traffic.
I returned with water.
Thank you.
I heard you talking about emergency vehicles?
I'm trying to tell people to be nice on the road.
Oh, good. Be nice. Don't be California drivers or Georgia drivers.
Don't be Alabama drivers.
That too.
Dude, someone trailed me, like,
Ugh.
on roads I wasn't comfortable with that were windy and, like, country areas.
Yeah, that's
Like,
no.
speed limit, I was already over it. And he's just like, come on, go, go, go. And then when I went to get on the interstate, since it was wide but wasn't 2 lanes, he tried to go around me to get onto the interstate.
You know, so when I say 1-lane road, probably think of like 1 lane going each way, right? The other night, I drove on a 1-lane road. There was a single lane.
I've seen those before. Yeah,
It's terrifying.
It is.
Because what are you supposed to do if someone else is coming the other way?
You just have to hope that you both know to get half on and half off the road.
But what? No, there were trees on one side and mailboxes on the other. There's no way to escape.
I think it's just if you see someone, you just kind of have to hope.
Yeah. Here's a question, completely different topic. What's your favorite food?
Oh, dude. Oh. I love all forms of pasta.
Pasta.
But don't get me with that Chef Boyardee lasagna.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah.
But the rest of it is fine. I love the spaghetti and meatballs. That one's my favorite. But I love beefaroni and the raviolis as well. I was eating that for dinner.
Ravioli.
It was good. Ravioli.
So I'm confused. So the rim of those like little cans? They look like they're metal, but you can put it in the microwave.
I mean, I have a thing out here. Yeah, you could put that thing in the microwave.
It's so confusing to me.
You can't.
Allison, come back. I'm scared.
The door's open. You will be fine.
Okay.
The top of it.
Yeah.
That.
It's
But you have to take like a can thing. It kind of has a can top, and then a plastic top on top of it with like little air vents.
Yeah.
So you peel the can part off and you put the plastic top on top of it, and you just cook it for 45 seconds. I did a minute. Yesterday I ate 6 of these.
Wow, that's a lot.
Because they're like half the size of a can. Yesterday I ate 6 of these. And I think I stunk up the microwave because I was too lazy to type in 45, so I just pressed a minute. And it just, the plastic, after more than like 50 seconds, the plastic just gets so weird where you can, like, if you held it by just the top, the whole thing would fall out the bottom.
You know, speaking of stinking up the microwave, my little sister the other day. So you know those little macaroni things you put water, you cook it for like 3 minutes, you take it out and stuff. She forgot to put the water in one. The plastic entirely melted. We had to evacuate the house for a solid like 20 minutes because it was so smoky. The microwave still smells like it. It's insane. When you brought it out, it looked like a meteor. It looked like a chunk of meteor. It was nasty.
My brother, he hasn't done anything that extreme. But one time he loves cheese, so he put a whole bunch of cheese in a bowl, put it in the microwave. We came home and we thought the house was on fire. It smelled like burnt rubber. And he's like, "Oh, I cooked up cheese in the microwave." It's like, that's cheese. And one time, my mom was asleep, taking a nap. And my dad and brother were making lunch for some weird reason, because neither of them like to cook. But they were hungry. And my dad had done something wrong with the oven.
Hooray!
And he was just afraid to open it. And he said to my brother, "Go get the fire extinguisher when I open it, just in case." But then, the weirdest thing is, they never said, "Go get mom to make sure she can get out of the house." No. Don't wake mom, even if the house is on fire.
Never wake your mother.
And I didn't know. I came downstairs and I'm like, what's that smell? It's like, we made food. So that explains
We
it.
made food. What can probably be considered food?
It was edible afterwards.
Hey, there's
Somehow.
that.
It was not good, but it was edible.
Oh, yeah. So,
So,
want to cheers to our first episode of Conversations in Jenkins Country?
yes.
Cheers. We
Cheers.
bounced our water bottles against each other. Against each other's water bottles. So, yeah. This is a fun little thing.
It really is.
And I'm excited to do more of them.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just between me and you, which honestly I'm okay with. Like a Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah.
How it's like mostly just Rhett and Link, except they have
People on
guests.
sometimes. That's still really fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's neat, one would say. We should see if Russ wants to do one with us.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
So yeah. This is our first episode. We'll see how well it does, and we'll do more. whether you like it or not.
Because we like doing them.
Yeah,
so,
high five.